guys, so today I'm going to talk about my top 5 shoujo manga that I love to read. I get asked a lot, what shoujo manga should I read? I'm just getting into manga, or I like romance, or I want to get into reading romance manga. What kind of manga or what titles do you suggest? So today I'm going to talk about my top 5 so you guys can get the lowdown on what's good. So I'm going to count down from 5, going from my sort of favorite to my most favorite. I'm also going to give them a ranking out of 10 for the art style, and I'm also going to give a ranking out of 10 for the stories. So my first one, number 5, is High School Debut. This is a classic when it comes to shoujo manga. It is about a girl named Haruna, and she's entering high school herself, and she wants to sort of have a really cliche big debut into high school. She wants to be popular, she wants to be pretty, and most importantly, she wants to get a boyfriend. Now, that's where it gets tricky. She's going into her second year, I believe, and she has no boyfriend still. She has no idea what's going wrong. She thinks that the world's against her, and so she enlists the help of this guy on the main cover to get a boyfriend. It is hilarious, like laugh out loud hilarious. I love it so much. I give it an 8 for the art because I think all the characters are damn gorgeous, and also an 8 for the story because it's just enough cliche that it's great. Sometimes it's a little bit too much, but if you're looking for a classic romance story with that touch of cliche and rivals and love and everything like that, High School Debut is definitely for you, especially if you're going into high school. I think you'd be able to relate a lot to this. But even if you're not in high school, like me, I'm way past that, and I still love this classic. I read it over and over again. So definitely, High School Debut, check it out. Okay, so next on my list is 12-year-old me's favorite manga of all time, and it is Shugo Chara. This, although sometimes cringy, is another classic romance manga. There is a lot of speculation. There's a lot of talk about the main character and her romantic relationship with the main male character because of their age gap. She's 12. He's 18, I think. But the main character's name is Amu Hinamori. She is in elementary school, and it's about her gaining magical powers and having to basically save the world. It is great. Like I said, classic. The art is cute. It makes you want to be a magical girl like her. Like, seriously, they have all the cutest attacks and, powers and everything, and they are assisted by these cute little chibi characters. I love it. The anime is great too, but definitely check out the manga first. I give it a 7 out of 10 for the art. It isn't my favorite kind of manga art, but it is definitely really good, and I give it a 7 out of 10 for the story, just because sometimes it gets a little bit weird. But definitely, Shugo Chara is number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is B.O.D.Y. The title has nothing to do with the story, which is what the author said. I have no idea why it's called B.O.D.Y. Apparently, I think she just chose it because she thought it sounded cool. It doesn't actually stand for anything. It's just the word body with some full stops, like in between. But the main character's name is Ryoko. She is me in a nutshell. She's kind of dumb. She's clumsy. But at the same time, she's fierce and feisty. But sometimes doesn't make the best decisions. Some people find that frustrating. I find her hilarious. I really like the way that they started off this novel because they don't kick off straight into the romance. It's not rushed. I think the pacing in this book is really good, and I really love the relationship between the main characters. B.O.D.Y is a must read if you really if you're into something typical, boy meets girl kind of thing. If you don't like romance, don't read these, because these are all chock full of romance. I give the art a 7 out of 10. Sometimes I find their proportions and their faces a little bit weird, but I still find them hella attractive. And the story, I'm giving an 8 out of 10 because it's a perfect mix of cliche and not cliche, and I think the story is fantastic. Definitely give B.O.D.Y a read, even if the title is hella weird. Number 3 on my list is B.O.D.Y. Number 2 on my list is a manga that was suggested to me by my friends, and ever since I started reading it, I've been hooked. It's called Horimiya, and it follows the lives of Kyoko Hori, which is why it's called Horimiya, because his name is Izumi Miyamura. So if you smoosh their names together, it gets Horimiya. I think that's so cute. I just realized it's their ship name. So basically it's about this high school girl and her adventures with her nerdy classmate, but then she finds out he's not as nerdy as he seems. It's an amazing, 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 amazing book. The art is fantastic. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's so gorgeous. The people are lovely. Like, seriously, oh my god, it's so crisp. Everything is so gloriously laid out. Super easy to read as well. Like, it's not messy. And the story, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's your typical cliche romance. I know I've said that 100 times, but this is definitely a cliche, but with a twist. But definitely cliche. Definitely number 2 on my list is Horimiya. This is Fruits Basket, and you've probably heard of Fruits Basket. It is amazing. It is a classic. It is about a girl named Toru Honda, pictured here on the cover, and her encounters with the Soma family and the Soma curse. So basically it's all these people who are cursed, and if they are hugged by a member of the opposite sex, they turn into their cursed animal, which is one of the 12 zodiacs. So funny, so witty, so hilariously great and romantic. It makes me laugh, it makes me cry. It was everything to me growing up, and it still is everything to me now. I give the art a 7 out of 10 just because it's a little bit old and it's not what I'm into really now, but I definitely still love it. I've had people tell me that Natsuki Takaya kind of draws her fingers like sausages, but I'm not one to judge. I think all the characters look fantastic, and I definitely give the story a 10 out of 10. It is the first of its kind. It is amazing. If this could win some sort of award, I would give it to it. I would give it all the awards, because seriously, Fruits Basket is my favorite manga of all time. Not even just of shoujo manga, like all time. I can read it over and over and over again, and it is amazing. Definitely check it out. If you are getting into manga and you want something to read, read Fruits Basket. You will not be disappointed. And so number 1, Fruits Basket takes the place. Go online, go to your nearest bookshop that sells manga, get the first volume of any of these. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. These are my 5 staple shoujo manga. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Seriously, it's just gorgeous. I mean, you know, it's lighthearted, it's funny. Oh, my hat's been falling. How long has my hat been off?